Here's how you'll easily install the Pfister under-the-deck mounting system using our Tenet widespread faucet, step by step. First, gather your tools. You'll need 2 1/2-inch water supply lines, an adjustable wrench, and a Phillips screwdriver. Grab a regular house cleaning towel, flashlight for seeing under the sink, and eye protection. Turn off the hot and cold water supply valves under your sink. Before you start with the installation, disassemble the first valve. We'll start with the hot valve, which is indicated by a red ring at the end of the hose. Insert the hot valve into the left hole of the sink. Locate the arrow at the bottom of the red cartridge and ensure that it points toward the sink. This ensures the handles will be properly aligned later. Repeat this step with the cold valve that is marked with the blue ring. Now, go below the sink and reassemble both valves. First, move the tightening bracket over the shank. Ensure the screw heads are facing down. Then, move the metal sleeve up, and finally, the mounting nut. Now, tighten the mounting nut with the wrench, and then tighten the screws with a Phillips screwdriver. Back above the sink, mount the 2 handles by threading down the handle hubs. The handle ends should point outward. Before the final tightening, be sure that the 2 handles on top rotate correctly. Next, insert the spout into the center hole. From below the deck, move the horseshoe washer onto the shank. Ensure the bumps on the washer are facing up. Then, thread the mounting nut onto the shank and tighten with a wrench. Next, connect both ends of the water supply lines with the Y connector until you hear a click. Then, push the Y connector onto the end of the faucet shank. Check that all 3 connections are secure by gently pulling on them. Take the supply lines that are attached to the angle stops and feed them into a bucket. Open the hot and cold angle stops and flush the lines for at least 30 seconds. This clears out the lines and ensures nothing gets stuck inside the faucet later. Using a wrench, tighten the 2 inlet line tap adapters included in your packaging and thread them onto your existing water supply lines. Then, push them onto the water supply lines until there is a hard stop. Secure the connection by firmly hand-tightening the screw caps onto the tap adapters. Please note, do not use a wrench to tighten the screw caps. Disassemble the drain. Insert the drain body into the hole of the sink. Thread the rubber washer onto the drain body with the wider portion facing towards the bottom, followed by the white plastic washer, and finally, the metal nut. Tighten the nut firmly with a wrench. Connect the trap to the tailpiece. Now, turn on both hot and cold water valves to make sure there aren't any sprays or drips. If there are, turn the valves off and further tighten the connections, being careful not to over-tighten or damage the connections. Head to the top side for good and grab the provided aerator key to remove the aerator. With the aerator removed, let the water run both on hot and cold for about 15 seconds. Now turn the handles off and reinstall the aerator. All good? Congratulations! You just installed your beautiful new Pfister Tenet faucet. We hope you're thrilled with your new faucet, and we're always here to help, online and on the phone.